Today is June 6th. I was actually supposed to get your reading done yesterday, but a mishap happened. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I owe you an apology. I love you guys, though. So this is for the week of June 6th. Hope everyone enjoyed the full moon yesterday. The lunar eclipse, if you were able to see it, which you most likely weren't. So this reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot deck and the Rider White to clarify. Do we have the Libra Spirit? Tell us something good. Right, Libra? We want a good reading. Ooh, got 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Are you sad about something, Libra? Maybe the state of the world? Feeling kind of lost and emotional. So you got the King of Wands in reverse for the heart of the matter. You got the World as a crossing influence. You have the 7 of Cups for your subconscious. You have the 9 of Wands as something to be embraced or released. You have the Emperor for recent past. And you have the 7 of Swords in reverse for your outcome energy. So you might be feeling kind of out of focus right now. Okay, yeah, you're feeling like you can't focus. You're stuck between working hard towards something that you thought you wanted and a new situation or possibility that isn't what it seems to be, and it's a temptation that's leading you to be in this upside down King of Wands state where you're lacking your focus, and you don't have any passion or commitment going towards one way or the other. You're just kind of stuck in the middle and trying to figure out where you want to go next. You have a project that, or maybe you want to change careers right now, and you're trying to decide between two career opportunities or 2 places to work, or one of the possibilities of where you want to go might be something that is making you question your beliefs. Like maybe it goes against your religious beliefs or just the way you've been raised morally, but it's an opportunity that you're still looking at and considering. It's tempting you, and you're just feeling kind of lost, and you don't know which way to go right now. And you have the World as a crossing influence. So a cycle may have just completed. Like I said, it seems like you might be trying to change careers. You may have just completed a school. You may have just graduated and got a degree, but maybe what you graduated for, you've now decided you don't want to do that, and something completed, but you're not happy with this completion, and it's not taking you to the level that you want to go to. There's a conflict. You may have had to compete for this completion. You may like, let's say you just graduated as the valedictorian. You were competing against your other classmates, and you came out victorious for this goal. But the problem is now you are revisiting the goal, and you are not as happy with it as you thought you were going to be. You're very you thought you were going to be in the sun energy and joyous, and you're not. You've lost your love and passion for what you once thought you wanted, and you're looking at just starting over in a whole new direction, and you have all these possibilities in front of you that you never thought of before. For some reason, I mean, you may have just had an awakening, and things that you never considered before have just been brought before you. So now you're like, okay, now I want to, let's say you just graduated, you just finished medical school, and now you decided you don't even want to be a doctor. You're like, hey, I think I'm about to get into politics, because I feel like I'm better suited to change things in that way than, okay. So yeah, you definitely have went through some form of transformation moments in these past few months that have led you to this, basically you're at a crossroads right now where you're looking at all these many choices in front of you, and you're like, what the hell do I want to do? I've been a chef my whole life, but now I want to go to nursing school, or I thought I wanted to be a surgeon, but I actually want to go be a lawyer or a doctor, or a politician, because I want to affect some changes. Like, you went through some kind of loss or huge change in your day-to-day life, which led to you shedding a whole lot and transforming, and now you see victory in a whole new light. You see things so completely different, and you're looking for more balance, instead of maybe the career you chose before was just for money. You were like, oh, I can make a lot of money doing this, but you had no passion behind it. And now you're like, I want to do something different that I love, that's going to affect change or help people, or, you were going to go work on Wall Street, but instead you want to get into the medical field because you want to save lives, So you have the Nine of Wands is something to be embraced or released. You have Strength, the Moon, and the High Priestess is clarification. So I'm looking at this Nine of Wands as you're trying to come out of this stuck period. You're trying to, your strength is getting back. You still have some confusion about which way you want to go, but you have the High Priestess here that's about to break through all that confusion and give you back your vision of where you want to go and what you want to be doing and how you feel like you can best, help do the highest good for yourself and others, like how you can best serve others, and that's how you're feeling right now, like you want to be of service. You have the Emperor in the past position. So this may have been how you were feeling in your old position or job. You were feeling very powerful, and on the one hand, you felt like, you know, you were happy with this position. You were very full, and as far as material possessions went, you didn't lack. But in some ways you still felt stuck, and you still felt undervalued or underdeveloped. You felt like, you know, you could be doing something else that would help you to grow more within yourself, spiritually and, you know, mentally and emotionally. You just felt stuck, and like you know, like I said, you've lost your vision. You couldn't really see, so you felt like you wanted to get out of it. And it's in reverse, because you are coming out of this. Part of your hesitation to change careers is your feeling of possible lack. Your Ace of Pentacles in reverse is that you feel like, you know, you don't want to, you've grown accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and you may not want to give that lifestyle up, and you feel like maybe changing careers might affect that. But you do have hope that everything is going to work out, and the universe has your highest good always in the forefront. So you are ready to move forward. And you have the Seven of Swords as your outcome energy. So your job may have been something that you're not particularly proud of. Like maybe you got over on some people, and that's just how you had to be at this kind of job. So that's another reason why you want to leave this profession and go do something else. So you have the Lovers, you have the Ace of Cups, the Lovers are in reverse, you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So yeah, there was something in your life causing you to question your moral beliefs and your, you know, your ethics, and you made the right decision. That's why it's in reverse, because you decided, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to take advantage of people or steal from people and do this. I'm going to do something else, because it did have you feeling very bad, you know, engaging in these kind of activities, even though they may have been good for you material wise. It didn't make you feel good about yourself, and you felt like you were, you know, unlucky in a lot of areas, maybe in your love life, or it could be that your job and your love life are tied into each other, and by leaving this job you might be leaving a relationship as well. Or you have the Ace of Cups right here, so regardless, your cup's going to fill back up to the point where it's going to overflow. So if you do have to leave something or someone behind right now, it's going to still pay off in the end. So overall, if you're thinking of leaving this job or this career and starting something new, don't be afraid, and just follow your heart and your intuition, your high priestess, and you'll never go wrong if you do that. So I'm going to draw from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. Okay, you got despondence and enlightenment. So you need to be careful, Libra, while you're feeling, you know, this lack of vision and passion, that you don't disengage completely with your surroundings and people, and that you still you know, interact and pay attention to what's going on around you, because there could be signs and things of that nature to give you clues as to what you may, your next steps, or, you know, synchronicities to show you that, yeah, you're doing the right thing and this and that. So don't just shut yourself off, you know, from everything and everyone. Do take time to yourself to meditate and stuff, but still engage with life and make sure that you know, you're checking your emotional health. Enlightenment. So during this time of where you're feeling your focus is lacking and you don't have as much vision as you normally do, this is when you're going to be getting a lot of messages from your ancestors and the divine creator God, and your spirit guides, the angels. You know, all the supernatural realm is going to be enlightening you with messages and downloads and stuff to let you know everything that you need to know about your next steps. And you won't even, you know, realize it until you are going to be in meditation, and all of a sudden all of your next steps flow to you one after the other, and then you're going to be like, wow, you know, where'd that come from? So this is the time for you that you're going to be getting enlightened with all of your next steps and how to complete them, and synchronicities and confirmation that you have made the right choices and decisions. Everything is going to be revealing itself to you right now, Libra. So leave yourself open to receive these messages.